Welcome to Miss Lam's Math World. Today we are going to explain how to achieve the answer of form test question 4. Basically, most of you don't have any problem in part A. But then, in part B, many of you is unable to split this question into two parts. So when you want to use the results of odd function, you should be aware that only the first part is odd function and the second part is even. But it is not necessary to use the even function here because you can just integrate. And then if you are able to split into two parts, then the first part is 0 because we follow the results from A. And then for the second part, it is actually a standard question in integration in the part of the triangle function. So please refer to the chapter notes. So we have discussed this question before. Chapter notes. So if you got it to be a secant to the power of even number, you can put one of them outside and then put it in afterwards. What does it mean? That means you can let u to be tangent x so that the secant square x will be gone, right? It will be put inside the integral. And it is an important skill, okay? And then if you are unhappy to put the u at this moment, so you can use the formula to integrate the first one. You get tangent x because d tangent is secant square, right? So you may also separate them into two parts and do them one by one. Okay, then for the second part, then you need to use the d tangent to do so. Right, so after you put the integral, and I found out that many of you has no idea how to come up this answer. Or if you, even though some of you answered correctly, you still don't understand how to simplify. Okay, anyway, so let's start to simplify together. So let us write this. So I'm trying to follow the method that most of you has written in your work. So this is the value we obtained, the first part, okay, and the second part. Oh, the right pen is not really that nice, so let me change to a pink one. Purple. So first part and the second part. Alright, so after that, most of you are good in doing the first one. And then for the second one, we should actually change them into 3 squared with 3 because 3 to the power 3 is 27. Then you got 3 times 9, 3 times 3. So you got 2, 3, and then 1 single 3. So that means square root 27 equals to 3 squared times 3. And then put the square root and simplify, then you get 3 times square root 3. Okay, so the second one is the same. But this is not really good for simplifying because you need to rationalize the answer. So you should rationalize the answer also. So 9 times 3 square root 3. Or you can say times 2. Some of you discovered that there are 2 of them. Okay. So after that, the important point comes. So how to simplify this one quickly? So please put a star for the next step. For the next step is we should discover that we should observe that, right? There are like terms. Actually, 2 is also a like term. a part of the letter, right? Common factor. So sorry, there should be common factor of square root 3. Square root 3 and 2 are also common factor. Okay? But then my key point is to simplify the rest of the numbers, right? So at this part, you will be able to solve them even though you use calculator. Now, use the calculator to solve this one, and you get 20 over 27. And of course, we put back the square root 3 as the answer. Okay? So the method of taking the common factor is very important in solving the expression in this way. Common factor. Don't look down on this type of skill because for many questions in M2, most of the answer are, you may call ugly, but they have common factor. And also for the square root, you should actually get the number which have no square number in it. No square number inside. No square number inside. So that's why you have to keep square root 3 instead of putting square root 27. Right? So this is of today, the end of today's math lesson. So I hope you will get improvement of solving this kind of the question after studying this video. See you and Happy New Year!